career or love? Can you have both? Will you compromise one for the other? We have 3 single women with us in the studio for our discussion on singles in Singapore. So tell us more about your jobs and maybe if your career allows you sufficient time to date.
I'm a cabin crew for a European carrier. My job, I wouldn't say it gets in my way. People think that, oh, cabin crew must meet a lot of single attractive men on your flights. Not true. I'm telling you, not true. I mean, maybe some, but most of the guys I meet are actually married couples. I'm not, sometimes with each other. So, yeah, I don't really get, that much of a chance to see, potential candidates on my job. But I do get a lot of time in Singapore on my off days to, meet new people. So I wouldn't say that my career actually gets in my way.
For my career, I'm a designer and stylist. There's usually a lot of events, we meet new people and so on. So that is pretty good. But of course, at times with deadlines and with things to clear, and because maybe for my, besides retail biz, I have a lot of other sectors of my biz which I have to cater to. So that is actually quite tight and time consuming for me.
Okay, I'm an independent journalist, so I pretty much, I work for myself on my own time. So I travel a lot, and because I'm in the car and motorsports industry, I meet a lot of guys, but somehow I just haven't been able to find somebody that I can really connect with. I have had my heart broken a few times because of work. It's either they cannot accommodate to my work schedule. They say you're never around, you always miss I have to go to friends' parties without a partner, although I have a partner, and then it just gets to them after a while, even though at the start they're like, yeah, sure, go and pursue your career, I'll really support you and stuff. After a while, it gets to them. And at this age, at this point of my life now, I'm not ready to put aside everything yet. I mean, I will eventually because I want to have kids and I want to be a good mom and stuff like that. But for now, I'm not prepared to I'm still working my way, I'm still chasing my dreams, so I'm not ready to put aside okay, half of it down for this guy. I mean, and then what if it doesn't work out? And then you'll feel oh man, yeah, so it really has to be someone who can understand you now and also accept that you will step aside. You will, tone down eventually.
Okay, so how high up the priority list is dating, getting married, having kids?
After career first. I guess at the end of the day, I tend to sometimes mix work with love. You carry your attitude at work. You're very demanding at work. You have your expectations, and then you tend to bring it home or you bring it into the relationship, and it becomes too much for the guy to bear because he might feel whoa, I'm not your subordinate. I'm your boyfriend here. So sometimes, and some men can't take it because there's an ego issue to it as well. So it's just something that I have to try and define the boundaries for me because my work is my life. When you work for yourself, so it's a bit tricky there.
Okay,
yeah.
So Jen, you also work for yourself, right? Do you have the same problem?
I think it's about doing your best maybe to balance as well, to the best lah. But of course it's career is if that's something that is important to you or your livelihood or so, I think it's tacky, can be a bit tricky. So I guess you have to get the other partner that's willing to put up with it. Because if not, that'll be difficult and there'll always be that problematic issue that is at hand. So yeah.
Yeah. I guess if in a relationship both parties have to make commitments and compromises so that this whole thing will actually work out. So it doesn't mean that we take a step back, we also expect the other guy to do something about it. Doesn't mean that us stepping back and then he can just stand there happily shake his leg and wait for things to happen. No, if we're going to make this relationship work, then both parties have to make some compromises.
He also has to be maybe the guy that can also take it that the lady wise is we have a career and so on, because there'll be some that actually expect you to give up a whole lot for them, or if you're more serious, that kind. So yeah, serious. So that'll be a bit difficult and tacky if that is not whatever you want in life.
Do you think it's a good or bad thing that career still comes first? Would you like to have a chance to be able to focus more on dating?
If Cupid strikes, of course, yeah. End of the day, I am willing to, because at the end of the day, when you chase, you can have all the success in your career, but when you have no one to go home to, you have no one to share the joy with, it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. You just want, so I'm okay to let's say instead of earning $100, you earn $90 or $80, but then you have someone special. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
The rest of you?
I guess it's the same across the board.
Yeah, all the same. Okay, girls, good luck in finding love, and we hope that maybe sometime in the future we'll see you with someone new.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's really found love.
Can I take this home?
Find out what Cheryl, Jen and Levine have to say about being labelled leftover women in our other clips.